Welcome to my views on news Monday second video. We have some statements for you today about Tigray conflict, in which direction things are heading. Today PM Abiy of Ethiopia threatened Tigray People's Liberation Front. PM Abiy seems to be sending a message to Tigray People Liberation Front that a new war, if it happens, will lead to serious difficulty, serious loss for Tigray regional government. What did he say? Yesterday he addressed a youth gathering and there he talked about peace. Talked about need of political solution, but today he threatened TPLF. Secondly, in Sekota, Amhara leaders were seen today. There was a women's festival organized in Sekota. Amhara President Yilkal Kefale, Demeke Mekonnen, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Ethiopia were there. They spoke. And they spoke about TPLF as well. And lastly, Geta Chaureda today wrote an article for Africa Report. And the title of this article is African Union Cannot Deliver Peace to Tigray. The title sums up everything. What is Getachew saying? What did he conclude? Now when there is stalemate, what is going to happen? Why did Getachew write this article? Everyone knows what Tigray's position is about African Union. So why did he write this article for Africa Report? We'll have a detailed look at what he said. Firstly, viewers, PM Abiy of Ethiopia is now threatening Tigray People Liberation Front. There was talk of talks a few weeks ago. African Union was saying that progress had been made towards some diplomatic breakthrough, political breakthrough to resolve Tigray conflict. Suddenly, the two sides are threatening each other as if war is imminent. PM Abiy yesterday addressed a youth gathering. Hundreds of youth attended the event. He took questions and there he spoke about Tigray yesterday. And in yesterday's talk he said, people of Tigray are our people. We don't want a new war. There mustn't be any new war. Issues should be resolved peacefully. And we should talk. Even if we have to talk for 10 years, 10 years talk is better than 1 year, 2 years, 3 years war. So yesterday he was all peace for Tigray. Though when he said that we should talk even if we have to talk for 10 years, it means that talks could go on for years. That is what he seems to be suggesting. That if there are unresolved issues, talks should continue. Can Tigray afford 10-year peace process, 10-year long peace process, while it is under siege, while a limited amount of food and fuel is being allowed into Tigray? Secondly, today he went a step further. Without pulling any punches, he threatened Tigray People's Liberation Front. What did he say? He said, much more severe punishment will be inflicted on TPLF if it made a wrong move this time. He is not mincing matters now. He is clearly saying that if you start a military offensive now, a new military campaign now, a heavy blow will be dealt to you. It means firstly that again a confirmation that war preparations are there. PM Abiy's this threat indicates that he knows that there could be start of war. That is why he is threatening TPLF. He is trying to send a message to TPLF. It should not consider military option as a solution. And secondly, Tigray is also saying the same, that if its preconditions are not met, it will be left with no option but military option. I have PM Abiy's video clip which shows him threatening, though I could not get English subtitles. But in the clip, he can be heard saying that if TPLF makes a wrong move this time, it will have to face severe consequences, severe punishment will be inflicted. Watch this clip of PM Abiy, then we'll have a look at news stories related to statements of Amhara President, Deputy Prime Minister and Getachew Reda of Tigray.
በርካታ ምክንያቶች ያሉን ቢሆንም አንገባም ብለን ከቆምን በኋላ ነገሩን በተለየ መንገድ ለማየት ጥረት እያደረግን ባለንበት በዚህ ወቅት አሁንም TPLF አላረፈም። አሁንም TPLF በግራ በቀኝ ሊነካካን ይፈልጋል። ለሰባተኛ ስህተት የሚጓዘው TPLF በፍጹም ድል ማግኘት የማይችል እንኳን ቢሆን በወጣቶች የትግራይ ልጆች ላይ በህይወት የመቀጠፍ የመቁሰል አደጋ የሚያስከትል ስለሆነ ሰባተኛው ስህተቱ መስመር ስቶ ሳይሄድ መማር የሚችልበት እድል መፍጠር የራሱ ቢሆንም እንኳን እንደ ባላንጣ አትንኩን እረፉ ለማለት እወዳለሁ። የነካካቹን እንደሆነ በተለመደው መንገድ የከፋ ቅጣት ይደርስባቸዋልና።
Secondly, viewers, today in Sekota there was a women's festival held and Amhara region's president Yilkal Kifale was there. Party Branonega of Azima party was there. Thirdly, Deputy Prime Minister, Foreign Minister of Ethiopia, Demeke Mekonnen was there as well. Demeke is leading the talks from on Ethiopian side. He is head of committee of negotiators. The committee which has not so far held a meeting with the Tigray negotiators. There, Demeke spoke, he made a speech and Yilkal Kifale spoke as well. And both told Tigray fighters to withdraw from Amhara lands. We know that close to Sekota in Wag-Himra zone, there is presence of Tigray Defense Force. TDF is in control of some territories on Tigray-Amhara border. And TDF is in control of Raya as well. Amhara region claims, it has its claims to Raya, to Koram Elamata. So a negotiator of Ethiopian government today told Tigray fighters to leave these areas. He is a negotiator. Amhara regional president can take such positions. He can demand the withdrawal of Tigray defense for Amhara lands. But a negotiator is a negotiator. He should solve issues, resolve conflicts at the table. That is why he has been appointed as a negotiator. But if in public he is demanding the withdrawal of Tigray defense force from Amhara lands, he should also demand the withdrawal of Amhara forces from those lands which are disputed. He should then back the withdrawal of all forces from all disputed territories. So I think Demeke's speech was irresponsible today. Since he is leading this peace process on Ethiopian side, he should be more careful. And secondly, this festival was held in Sekota, not very far away from front lines. It means that Sekota or Amhara region is not under imminent danger of Tigray attack. We know that today in Tigray, in Amhara region, such festivals were held in Lalibela as well. So while preparations are there, it does not mean that in coming hours there could be an attack, start of an offensive from Tigray or from Ethiopian government. Things are going as usual in the Amhara region so far. No instructions passed to civilians about preparations for war. Forces are preparing, otherwise people are going about their daily routine as usual. Lastly, viewers, Getachew today wrote an article for Africa Report. It cannot be clearer than this article that African Union alone cannot bring peace, because Tigray today once again through Getachew shared its concerns about the leading role of African Union in talks. Title of Getachew's article is African Union cannot deliver peace to Tigray. So it's very much clear. How will then peace be delivered to Tigray? Through a broad mediatory effort with involvement of other players as well. Tigray wants inclusion of EU, US, UN officials in this committee of negotiators. And at the end of today's article written by Getachew said that though African Union is reading from Ethiopian PM Abiy's talking points, and but Tigray is not demanding the exclusion of African Union from this peace process. African Union can be part of these talks in some role, not leading role. So Tigray today once again made it clear that African Union alone cannot lead talks. And Getachew reiterated Tigray's position that resumption of basic services, firstly. Secondly, restoration of Tigray's borders to pre-war position means withdrawal of all forces from western Tigray. And he elaborated upon Eritrean role as well, that Eritrean government, Amhara leaders, they are sabotaging the peace process. And African Union is a willing partner with Ethiopian PM Abiy in the prolonging of Tigray's suffering. So you see that Tigray has once again rejected African Union's mediation. African Union should step back from this mediation now, or it should try to convince PM Abiy's government that other players should be involved as well. Otherwise, this process of mediation will go on without producing any results, and a new war will break out. So African Union, which a few days ago was claiming that progress had been made towards resolution of Tigray conflict, is now totally unwelcome. For Tigray, African Union is totally welcome. It can only be part of talks if it has other mediators as well. So a very crucial phase of this conflict has started, viewers. Coming days are of significance. Tigray has made it clear that it is ready for a war if its preconditions are not met. It cannot negotiate with still siege continuing, with Eritrean forces, other forces in Tigray positioned, and Ethiopian government has African solutions for African problems. It does not want any other player to have a leading role in this conflict resolution. A stalemate, a deadly stalemate is persisting, and things are gradually moving towards armed escalation. Thank you for watching.